Hello guys, welcome to another day with Serge Zimaleta. In today's video, I would like to talk a little bit about the car dealership idea. I'm brainstorming about it again. That's what I like to do, is sometimes when the idea is not ready in my head, I like to look at the pros and cons, and then if I see too many cons, I put it to the side. And that's the way I always brainstorm about every single business, because I have a lot of them in here. And I look at all the things that I could do in that business, and if something does not comply with my understanding, I'll just go move it to the side. I'll look at it again. And this is the procrastination, guys, that is done the right way. This is actually the correct way to procrastinate. Don't overload your brain, just move it to the side, come back to it at a later point. Sometimes it takes as little as a week for me to return back to the same ideas and think, why did I dismiss those ideas? Or why did I, decide not to do such a thing? And then if I already have the answer, already, so then I'm thinking, well, I guess I have an answer for that now, so I must do it. So here we go, guys. Let me explain to you my thoughts. Hello, guys. I started thinking here, I was like sitting down, I kind of figured out, I'll talk with you guys about my plans, about my decisions, stuff like that, and see what you guys have to say about it. I keep going back and forth on this issue, whether or not to open up a car dealership and have my own service department. I guess the car dealership is like the main priority. The service department is more like a secondary thing that will happen, I guess, in time if I would open it. And driving a little bit made me kind of think. I've been really trying to put all my ideas on scales and weigh them out and stuff, and just to try to see like which ideas work the best, what I could do and stuff, because there's certainly like a lot of stuff that I could do, but I'm going to stick to the point. One of the things you guys know that I want to do is real estate investing, and of course I'm still an expediter, make deliveries and stuff. So being an expediter, it gives me a lot of time to think and stuff like that, and I like doing it, and there's good money in it. But one of the things that I don't like is having a job that wastes my time. So whether it's a job or a business, so I thought of several that would waste my time, and I kind of weighed them out of the scales. They're good, but I put them to the side. Not for me right now, because the opportunities that I have, they're also a little bit unique. They're the opportunities that maybe somebody else is not going to have. But one of the opportunities that I have is I have a commercial zone lot, and I can have a car dealership. And I rezoned it for the sole purpose of it being a car dealership. And at the time of rezoning, a service department would not even be allowed. But it was rezoned again so that it is allowed now. So I could actually have a service department there. But one of the things that made me change my mind about the car dealership is not the fact whether you could make money in it or lose it. Sure, with any business, you gotta spend money to make money, and you're gonna put in time, sometimes 24 hours, and you're gonna work like crazy, feeling sometimes like it's your own job. It's not like a business. And with the dealership, the very unique type of situation to the dealership is that I found out about the insurances about half a year ago, and they kind of made me discouraged, because it would cost about like $4,700, and I haven't really shopped around, but $4,700, that's with garage insurance for the coverages that I wanted, but they're not really big coverages either, and having basically a bond, which is required. It's like a $30,000 bond and garage insurance. So I've looked at that, I'm kind of thinking $4,700, that's quite a chunk of change. But if you kind of think about it, as expediters, sometimes we pay that or more per year just to expedite. So when looking at that, it's no big deal. But the difference is, with expedite, you don't have to go buy nothing. You can just sit in your van, get a load, and keep going, and just keep making money, as you're going. With a dealership, it's quite different. It's not guaranteed. You're paying that money every month, and if you don't sell any cars, well, you'll still continue, making those type of payments. Plus, you'll need to actually make a big investment into cars and stuff, so that you could have them on your dealership lot. So I started kind of thinking, well, what else do I need, to become a dealer? I guess the main things I have, like I have the place, and I already have the building to do it out of, that I could take my garage and I could turn it into an office where I could have a waiting room and a bathroom and stuff, and an office so that I could actually do my contracts and stuff. But one of the things that they have is this type of software that dealers use. This software allows you to make loans on vehicles and track inventory and all kinds of goodies. It costs $100 a month just for like one user. So if you have like multiple users, it's more expensive. So looking at that, it made me kind of realize, I'm thinking, man, I'm going to be paying nearly $6,000 a year just to be in business. And that to me was a whole kind of like a negative type of thing, that I kind of figured, I'm already paying this expediting insurance. I don't want to drop that because I actually have a pretty good deal, because I've been doing expedite for quite a long time. So my coverages are cheaper than most people, and I have like for the vehicle and stuff, I don't have like a full coverage. I just put like a liability, but I do have $1 million liability and 100,000 cargo for like commercial side of things. So I didn't want to really drop that and stuff, because having an expediting type of job, like the money is pretty much, could almost be expected. So that's like a really like a toughie, stuff. But I guess one of the upsides to having a car dealership, that you are already at home, you are local at least. It don't have to be next door to you, but in my situation, it is right next door. So if I wake up in the morning, I could just go ahead and make some coffee, go to my office and kind of sit there and drink coffee and just kind of, get ready for the day to begin, and maybe bid some cars online, try to sell some cars and stuff. So it kind of seems like a pretty fun little thing. But taking a class last year in April, I kind of know a little bit more now, like about the dealership and stuff, and it's pretty involved. It is not simply signing a title over to somebody and just doing one little paperwork. It's got a lot of paperwork involved. I'm not gonna get into it in this video, but it's a lot of paperwork. And of course, the software, it helps you to stay organized because it already has all the paperwork in there. So you could just fill everything out. You don't have to fill it out multiple times. You can just print it. It's a big time saver. So for $100, it's probably worth it. So I definitely want to take that route if I'm going to become a car dealer and stuff. But I started thinking, wow, the dealership is going to be such a waste of time. Like I'll be so busy, like in the office and stuff. I'm not gonna have any free time to do this or that, kind of like that. So I'm not gonna have time to do my car projects and stuff like that. And for some reason, I just thought that with expediting I can. And I've been away from home a little bit more than a week now. I made some pretty good money with expedite. I've been pretty much busy, so that's been a pretty big blessing. And it dawned on me today. I'm thinking, wait a minute, so, well, what is expedite for me then? I'm not even home to do anything. Sure, I'm making money, and it's a little bit more, dependable, kind of like, it feels like it's always there. If you're trying to make some money and stuff, you'll always get a load. That's what it seems like for me. But I'm kind of thinking, wait a minute, this is like the one that I'm wasting probably like the most time. Sure, I'm not wasting completely, but the way I'm actually talking about is, if I wanted to do some kind of real estate investment or work in my house or, sell anything or work on a project, I can't do that until I come home. That's all I'm saying. But it's not a waste of time by any means to try to make money and stuff. But as you guys know, I have a real estate investment. I'm fixing up my own home, and sure, this could be an investment for the future that I could maybe sell and make some money. But I really like this area, and this was my dream property, and God gave it to me, so I'm keeping it. Like, I don't want to even sell it. I'm exactly where I want to be. where it, goes about my property and stuff, and being next to the lake and golf course, I think I will definitely take advantage of both of those things, including the golf course, because I might just want to go relax and shoot some golf, after a day of work or Saturday or Sunday. Because one of the things about the dealership, I mean, I don't have to be open 24/7. I could close at 5 or 6 o'clock in the daytime, and Friday and Saturday and Sunday I'll give myself those 2 days off. So it seems to me that I'll be able to do other things. I could look for deals, I could have time with my family, I could have like vacations, and I can still do real estate investing. For some reason I thought I just need to choose one, like real estate investing, and I kind of started thinking about it. I really like real estate investing, and I will do it, and I am doing it, but one of the things about real estate investing, it is investing. You are investing, and if you do it the right way, and if you buy it and then you hire somebody to do all the work for you, then that means that all that time that they're working on your house, it could be a month, it could be like a month and a half. I mean, some projects take longer, like it could be 6 months. You're basically not doing anything unless you're over there working on your own house and stuff. So I kind of figured, well, it seems like I'll have that portion figured out. If I cannot do the real estate myself, I'll just hire somebody else to do it, to do the repairs and stuff like that, and use the money that's coming in from my dealership. Because what I'm looking for ultimately is a dependable source of income. The way I see kind of like businesses, kind of like dealership, is still kind of like would be like my income. I figure there will be money always coming in, and I'm using that income to do like other stuff. So one of the ideas was, when I actually wanted to become like get a car dealership and stuff, before I even rezoned my land, is I was working on my own real estate investment. Like I was doing all the work, and I kind of figured, man, I'm running out of money, because it just takes so much money, because I'm technically rebuilding everything, and I have to rip out other stuff and demolish stuff, and like I'm breaking a lot of materials, and I'm spending money to buy new ones, higher quality and stuff like that. I kind of figured, man, what if I would have money coming in all the time? Like I would be over here doing remodeling, and money would be coming in from like my dealership, like from selling cars and stuff. Of course, at the time I kind of thought, well, I'll buy myself like 10 cars, put them up there, they're gonna be for sale. So what if I only sell 4 cars a month? Even if I sell 1, I still am doing pretty good. That's what I was thinking. But I guess I'm at that point where you guys have seen I have a lot of cars, I have a lot of Sprinters, I have stuff to sell. It's not like I completely like broke and I don't have any money for cars and stuff. I would have a start. Like I could literally start selling that stuff before even open up my car dealership. So I'm kind of thinking I gotta make a big goal this year. This year I gotta focus on getting my dealership off the ground. And I think for that to happen, is sure I'm going to have to sell some cars probably, before I even open it up, just so I could actually get that initial income coming in. So I'm gonna have to think about it and probably sell some Sprinters. One of the things I wanted to do is maybe put drivers in Sprinters and stuff, but I'm kind of leaning away from that idea. And it's not the fact that it's not going to be a good business. It is a good business if you do it right. Hire people and they're going to be like expediting for you. I just don't like the litigious side of things. Like I just don't want like to hire drivers and they cause an accident and then they sue the company, and the LLC is supposed to protect your corporation, but let's say it's not enough and they come after your personal assets. I just don't want to ultimately lose everything just by trying to make extra income and stuff. So I'm a risk taker, but I would like to be like calculated type of risk, so something that I could control. Like with expediting, I don't feel that I'm in control. I'm not going to be the one that's loading my drivers. It's going to be somebody else, and and actually that would be a good thing, because you can't do everything. Because having your own logistics company, unless you have a lot of people working for you, you're going to be, even like with husband and wife, and maybe some of your kids employed, maybe like one, that's still a lot of work to handle. Somebody's gonna have to do like the billing side of things. Somebody's gonna have to always look at loads, call in with updates and stuff like that from drivers. It's a lot of work. So opening up my own logistics company, sure, it would work for me. Except then I would be stuck 24/7, including Saturday and Sunday, to try to find loads for drivers and stuff like that. And to me, that's just not worth it. Because why would you want to open up a business in the first place? I mean, you're opening up a business so that you could have free time, so you could actually make money, and sometimes a lot of it, and you could take that money and go enjoy yourself. And how are you going to enjoy yourself if you're stuck in an office for 24/7? And believe me, guys, I know it sounds like easy, like, oh, well, hire just a bunch of people and they're going to be like working for you. It's not so easy. I read a lot of books on this type of topic, where like why some small businesses fail and stuff, and that's one of the reasons, is they can't really grow sometimes. And it's advisable to grow, but a lot of people, they just can't let go. And I'm probably one of those people. I just can't let go. Like, it feels to me that if I would be outside my office, then everything would stop. And I know it's going to take time for me to think otherwise, and that is actually doing some kind of business like a dealership and stuff, where I'm going to have to learn over time that, hey, I could leave my office and things will still get done. Cars will still be sold, customers will still be taken care of, stuff like that. Of course, if I will open up my car dealership, which I'm really strongly leaning towards it now, because, like I said, I see that that's going to be my primary income. Expedite could be a good backup source at the time that the dealership is going to be slow. I could actually maybe here and there do some deliveries and stuff, and I could cover some bills. Thankfully, I have a very minimum bills because I own everything. But insurance and stuff, they still cost a lot of money and stuff like that. But if I will have a dealership, chances are I will be opening up a service department, and if I will do that, then of course I'll have all the proper garage insurances, so that I could take responsibility and taking somebody else's, let's say, Sprinter or whatever, and actually working on that. Because I know a lot of people have been asking me if they could show up and I could work on the Sprinter stuff, and like, I don't mind, but a lot of times, guys, I'm not even there. And one of my main concerns is, well, I can't really take responsibility for the work because I'm not even a legit type of a shop. And if I would be taking that kind of work, that's where I want to be. Because what happens is there's always a potential to have a dispute with the customer. Of course, I'm one of those people, I'll just, kind of like, I'll settle, I'm more like a believer in customers always right type of theory. But the thing is, a lot of customers, they take advantage of that, and they think sometimes that you perform some kind of services they don't want to pay. So that's almost going to be always an issue when it comes to shops. That's what I've noticed. It's always what the work that they did or said that they did, and how much that the job cost, and sometimes employees, they don't agree, and then those shops, they don't give you the keys back. So it's kind of like, usually it's found in the right of the shops, which is really surprising, not even in the customers. In all the cases that I've seen, that it seems like the shops are always right for some reason, which is not fair, and I'm taking that into consideration and stuff. I'm a good judge of character, and trying to, like, basically make sense out of the situation. I do have common sense, so if I know that I'm at fault at something, then I'll admit it. There's no sense in getting an upset customer just because you want to be right. But I guess one of those things is, like with shops, it will happen because I will have the garage insurance. So then why not actually have a shop? I know at least in the beginning I'll be servicing all my own stuff, but I'll probably have like my hands full with that, just to the cars that I'll be selling. But chances are I probably will be taking some Sprinters and stuff like that, and over time I know so much about Sprinters that some of the stuff, it's like, it just seems like second nature to me. Like when something breaks in the Sprinter, I just go and do it. It's not a big deal. But a lot of times it's still very confusing, and that's when you're not getting any check engine lights and your Sprinter's shutting off for some reason, or it does not want to start. Those could be very confusing. Why are they doing it? But anyways, guys, thanks for listening to me. Let me know your thoughts. Basically, I already kind of said that what I want to do, and in order for that to happen, I know I'm going to try to hit it hard, make some deliveries and stuff, so I could actually have some money to kick things off the ground. And I'll probably just go ahead and do it. One of the things that I will mention before I go, it is always important to have mentors. And when it comes to a dealership mentor, I actually have one. I have an older guy that's been in business for 35 years, and he's pretty much has taken me by the hand and been explaining me this kind of stuff. When I graduated my class, he basically said, look, come to my dealership, he'll teach me everything that I need to know. So I already have that, and I've been kind of holding back. I've been calling him and stuff like that, but holding back and opening up my own car dealership and stuff, even though he's very encouraging. But I also have a real estate mentor as well, and that's important. But one thing I did want to make clear, real estate investing, it's called investing for a reason, and that's because it is investing. It's almost kind of like the side job. Sure, sometimes people do it as a full job when they're like millionaires and stuff. That's all they do. But I'm one of those people that I just can't do one thing. I have to do something else as well. But it must fit. So the car dealership thing, it's more like it's a constant income. I mean, at least there's cars there, and if something sells, there's income coming in. And that's kind of like what I want. I would like to buy myself basically freedom by basically being at home and doing everything I want to do. And if somebody buys something at that moment, sure. But I'll use the time wisely, and if nobody's buying anything, I'm going to be building myself a shop, probably in the back of my property. I've been brainstorming front or back, and I'm leaning towards the back right now. It is going to be the most easiest way to do it. It is flat ground over there, and it's going to be the most best way to do it, because if I will have a service department, I will be pretty much just like every other service department out there. I will not let my clients go in the shop, and you guys might already know why that's happening. And it's because due to the litigious type of society we live in, people want to go there, trip and fall, and sue you. So I'm not going to take the chance into taking somebody to my shop for no reason. I mean, if I will, it's going to maybe show their car, kind of like with my supervision, but not for them to like hang around the shop and see like what's going on. Not because I'm hiding. And I'm kind of thinking, look, I'm not hiding. Most likely I'll be recording that video anyways, and you could see it on YouTube. So I would not be hiding it. It's more like so that you're not going to be sued. It is really unfortunate, but this is the kind of society that we're living in. People like to sue for like the stupidest reasons, and sometimes they win, But anyways, guys, this video has came to an end. Thank you so much for listening to me again, and God bless you. Stay safe out there, and take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye-bye.